Welcome to the Academy of English Excellence podcast. Join us and your journey begins now. Let's go.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Academy of English Excellence podcast. I'm Anna and sitting right here with Tom.
Hey, great to see you all again. So what's today's topic, Anna?
We're talking about something super simple but super useful. How to talk about yourself in English.
Oh, that's a big one. Everyone learning English needs this. I mean, that's usually the first question people ask you. Tell me about yourself.
Exactly. But many English learners freeze when they hear that. They start thinking, what should I say? Where do I start? Should I talk about my hobbies, my job, my family?
Right, it's such a normal question, but it feels like a test sometimes.
True. So today we'll help you feel confident when introducing yourself in English. We'll go step by step, starting with easy sentences, then adding more details, and finally sounding natural like a native speaker.
Perfect. Let's dive in.
Okay. First, the easiest way to start your self-introduction is with your name and where you're from.
That's right. You can simply say, "My name is Anna. I'm from Spain." Or, "I'm Tom. I'm from the United States."
Exactly. Super simple, clear, and polite. And remember, when you say your name, smile a little. It helps people feel comfortable.
Yes, your smile is part of your introduction. It says, "Hi, I'm friendly. You can talk to me."
Now, if you want to sound a bit more natural, you can also say, "Hi, I'm Anna. Nice to meet you."
Or, "Hey, I'm Tom. Good to meet you."
Let's repeat a few examples for our listeners. Hi, I'm Anna. I'm from Spain.
"Hello, I'm Tom. I'm from the U.S."
Hi, my name's Anna. Nice to meet you.
Simple, right? That's your first block.
All right. Once you've said your name and where you're from, you can talk about what you do.
Yes, that's another common part of introductions. You can say, I'm a student, or I work as a teacher, or I'm an engineer.
Exactly. Let's give some examples for beginners. I'm a student. I'm a teacher. I work in an office. I'm a designer.
And if you're not working right now, that's totally fine too. You can say, I'm looking for a job, or I'm taking a break right now.
Yes. Or I'm staying home with my kids. All are natural and polite ways to share your situation.
Now, a small grammar tip. If your job starts with a vowel sound, like engineer, use N. So, I'm an engineer.
Good one! Let's make a quick mini dialogue so learners can hear how this sounds in real life.
Sure. Hi, I'm Tom. I'm from the U.S. I'm a teacher.
Hi, I'm Anna. I'm from Spain. I'm an English coach.
See? Short, clear, and natural.
Okay, now let's talk about where you live. This part helps people connect with you.
Right. You can say, "I live in Madrid," or "I live in New York City."
Or if you want to be more specific, I live in a small town near Barcelona, or I live in an apartment downtown.
And if you just moved somewhere, you can say, "I just moved to London," or "I've been living in Tokyo for 2 years."
Yeah, that's a nice detail. It makes your introduction sound real.
So if I were introducing myself, I might say, "I'm Tom. I'm from the U.S., but I live in Berlin now."
Exactly. It's natural to connect your country and where you live now. Many learners move abroad, so that's a useful phrase.
Now let's move to family. A small detail about your family helps people know you better.
Right. You can say, I live with my family, or I have two brothers, or I'm married.
Or I have a little sister, I have one son, etc. Simple sentences.
Yes, but avoid going too deep. You don't have to explain everyone's job or name. Keep it short.
Exactly. Let's give an example. I'm Anna. I'm from Spain. I'm married and I have one daughter.
Nice. Or I'm Tom. I live in Germany with my wife and two kids.
Perfect.
Now, my favorite part, hobbies. This is where you can show your personality.
Yes, people love talking about what they enjoy.
So you can start with I like or I love. For example, I like reading, I love cooking, or I enjoy traveling.
Right. And if you want to sound more natural, connect it with details. Like, I love cooking Italian food, or I enjoy traveling with my friends.
Good one. Here are a few more examples. I like playing soccer. I love watching movies. I enjoy hiking in nature.
And if you want to sound a bit advanced, use in my free time or on weekends. Like, in my free time, I like reading books. Or on weekends, I enjoy going out with friends.
Exactly. That's a great tip.
Now, if you want to go a little deeper, you can describe your personality.
Yes, that's helpful in job interviews or when you're meeting new people.
You can say, I'm friendly, I'm an optimistic person, I'm hardworking, or I'm shy but kind.
Or I'm an easygoing person. That's a common one.
Yeah. And if you want to make it sound more real, combine it with examples. Like, I'm friendly. I love meeting new people.
Or I'm creative. I enjoy making new things.
See? It sounds like you're telling a story about yourself, not just listing adjectives.
Now, some people like to mention their daily life or habits. That's another great way to share who you are.
For example, I wake up early every day and go for a run. Or, I usually study English in the morning.
Right. Or I work during the day and spend time with my family in the evening.
And that's actually a good opportunity to practice your verb tenses too.
Yes, it's great grammar practice.
Let's model one. I'm Tom. I'm from the U.S., but I live in Berlin. I work as a teacher. I love reading and spending time with my family. I usually go for a walk every evening.
That's a great, complete self-introduction. You've got name, place, job, hobbies, and daily life, all in a few lines. Okay, let's talk about something a little deeper. Goals or dreams.
Yeah, this helps people understand what motivates you.
You can say, my goal is to improve my English, or I want to travel the world, or my dream is to become a doctor.
Exactly. It shows your ambition and gives the listener something positive to connect with.
Let's share a few examples for practice. My goal is to speak English fluently. I want to start my own business. My dream is to live by the ocean.
Nice. You can even connect it to why you're learning English. Like, I'm learning English because I want to work abroad, or I need English for my studies.
That's a really smart way to end your introduction, with your purpose.
All right, so we've covered all the pieces. Name, country, job, family, hobbies, personality, goals. But how do we make it sound natural?
good question. The key is to keep your sentences short and connected, not robotic.
Yes, don't pause after every line like, I'm Tom, I'm from the US, I'm a teacher, I like books. That sounds like a robot.
Haha, exactly. Instead, try connecting them. Hi, I'm Tom. I'm from the US, but I live in Germany now. I work as a teacher, and in my free time, I love reading and spending time with my kids.
See? It flows. It sounds like real conversation.
Another tip, don't memorize one long script. Just remember the structure and use your own words each time.
Right. Think of it like Lego pieces. You can rearrange them depending on the situation.
Okay, let's help our listeners practice. I'll say a simple introduction and you repeat it after me, okay?
Sure, let's go.
Hi, my name is Anna.
Hi, my name is Anna.
I'm from Spain.
I'm from Spain.
I work as an English teacher.
I work as an English teacher.
I love cooking and spending time with my family.
I love cooking and spending time with my family.
See, that's already a full, friendly introduction.
Yeah, and if you're practicing alone, record yourself. Then listen and check your pronunciation and rhythm.
That's a great idea. Also, smile while you speak. It changes your voice and makes you sound more natural.
All right, what are some common mistakes learners make when introducing themselves?
Good point. One big one is saying, I'm student instead of I'm a student. Always use a or an before jobs.
Yeah, and another one saying, I have 25 years old. It should be, I'm 25 years old.
Exactly. In English, we use am, is, or are for age, not have.
Another one I often hear is overusing my hobbies are. It's correct, but it sounds more natural to say I like or I enjoy.
Yes. And remember, don't worry too much about sounding perfect. What matters is confidence and clarity. Okay, let's do one more thing. Let's have a short example conversation, like two people meeting for the first time.
Cool. You start.
Hi, I'm Anna. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Anna. I'm Tom. Nice to meet you too. Where are you from?
I'm from Spain. How about you?
I'm from the US, but I live in Germany now.
Oh, that's interesting. What do you do?
I'm an English teacher. And you?
I am a coach for English learners online.
Cool. What do you like to do in your free time?
I love cooking and reading. And you?
I like hiking and spending time with my kids.
That's great.
See? That's a normal, friendly conversation.
Yes, and notice how we used short, simple sentences. That's all you need to sound natural.
I think the biggest challenge for learners isn't grammar, it's confidence.
Totally. Many students know the right words, but they're shy to speak.
Yeah. So here's a mindset tip. When someone asks, tell me about yourself, they're not testing you. They just want to know you.
Exactly. It's not an exam. It's a chance to connect.
And if you forget a word, just smile, take a breath, and say something simple. How do I say this? That's totally fine.
Yes, native speakers do that too.
Totally.
Let's quickly review what we learned today.
Okay. First, start with your name and where you're from.
Then talk about your job or what you do.
Add where you live now.
If you want, mention your family or age.
Then share your hobbies, personality, or daily routine.
And and maybe end with your goals or dreams.
That's the perfect structure for a complete introduction.
Remember, practice makes progress. You don't need to be perfect to start.
Exactly. Speak every day, even if it's just 1 minute in front of the mirror.
And don't compare yourself to others. Your voice, your story. That's what makes your English special.
Beautifully said, Anna.
Thanks, Tom.
All right, that's it for today's episode, How to Talk About Yourself in English.
We hope this helped you feel more confident introducing yourself in English.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to the Academy of English Excellence for more natural English lessons every week.
And remember, the best way to learn English is to use it. So go out, introduce yourself, and make new friends.
You've got this.
Thanks for listening, everyone. See you next time.
Bye for now.